good evening. I am Karen, and this is Fave Lifestyles. Welcome, ladies. We are live tonight at Woodhouse Winery, and we have a very special guest with us here this evening. We have the winemaker himself. We have Claude Beck from Originating from France. Welcome. So good to have you here with us.
I'm very glad to be here, and welcome to everybody. This evening, welcome at Woodhouse. My name is Jean-Claude.
Yes, well, yes. And he makes some fabulous wines, and we're going to talk a little bit about how you got here. Your family has been making wine in France for many, many years.
Yes, I'm originally from Alsace, eastern from France. It's a beautiful region. The capital is Strasbourg. Maybe some people of you know that. And originally from a winery family back since 1579.
Yes. So how many generations is that? That's like quite a few.
I was never counting the generations.
Yes.
There were 13, 14
Yeah, I mean,
that's
yes. Amazing.
Yeah,
so what's the oldest bottle of wine that your family has in their wine cellar?
It must be from before 1900.
Wow, that is amazing.
And it's still acceptable.
Yes, and
yes.
What type of wine did your family make?
In Alsace, it's a region for white wine. On the king in Alsace, it's Riesling.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then here at Woodhouse, you get to make all kinds of different wine.
But that was the first thing when I came here. The first condition was, let me do some Riesling.
Oh. Yeah, so tell us a little bit about how you came to Woodhouse Winery.
I came to Woodhouse Winery. Before I came to Washington, I was 2 years in California. California brought me to Washington State, and I used to work for APAC Cellars with Brian Carter. They needed somebody in charge of white, and I came to Washington. Of course, it was a pleasure for me to work with white wine, especially Riesling. And like often it's happened in the States, they sold APAC Cellars to a bigger company, and this company was too big for me. On Woodhouse, at the same time, Woodhouse was looking for a winemaker.
Oh, awesome.
And was a family boutique winery, and we talked together with the owner, which is Bijal Shah, and they wanted to grow up, they wanted to do some things. When I came, it's a funny story. I came outside the building. You can see where we are. When every door are closed, it's not very sexy from outside. When I came inside. It's probably a misunderstanding between the owner, between me. And I said, okay, I'm here, I go and look. When I came inside, and like you, for everybody which is here the first time, you can see everything's what's here. The chandelier, the material in tasting room, the amazing kitchen here. And then I look and I said, that's something's going on here. And I went in the cellar. In the cellar, it's exactly the same thing. They had a very nice project. They wanted to do some things. And I said, okay, that's what I'm looking for. It's a family winery. And I can enjoy myself working here and create it and build some things. And I came in 2008. We are 2016. I'm still here, and I'm still happy.
And you make the wine right here on the premise, don't you? Right
Yes.
behind the doors here?
We work on the wine Eastern Washington, but most of them, the aging and bottling, everything's in the back here.
Excellent.
I spent most of the time here in the back.
In the back. So
in the cellars.
But every once in a while you get to sneak out and talk to all the ladies and
A little bit. If I'm too busy, if I'm in a bad mood, I close the windows. And that's the sign that then everybody knows that they should not disturb me.
Yeah.
But most of the time it's open.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit about your passion for winemaking and what you have created here with Woodhouse Wines.
I discover, the most important is I discover Eastern Washington, and you have to know that Eastern Washington, it's very exceptional. It's a mosaic of diversity, of a mosaic of terroir. because we had the glacier story for thousand years back, and this glacier was moving in East Washington, and they built this mosaic of terroir, which vines need and which vines love that. You have volcanic soil, you have sand soil, you have lime, you have rocky soil. Well, it's very interesting, but that's what we need to grow beautiful grapes and to make beautiful wine. On the side of nuts, we have 300 days sunshine. It's 8 inches water per year. When I told that somebody from New York, that's in Washington, it's the desert, they have a hard time to believe me. But you know, that's like that. And so that's gold, that's unique of the whole world. It's like you make grapes on a computer, so easy. It's very, very easy. If you have the understanding for the terroir from soil, if you plant the right vines in the right spot, you can do that very easily.
Yeah.
And then you have a huge potential. And it's very important that everybody know that, and you can tell that's everywhere. Washington, it's unique, and we are going to make the most beautiful wine of the whole world. We can compare it with anybody of the whole world. That's Washington. It's new. The wine industry is very new, but you will see in the next 10 years what's happened here.
Yeah, that's awesome. I mean, you do have quite the variety of grapes. And tell us a little bit about the different lines of wines that Woodhouse creates here.
The style wine we do, wine is something very simple. It's I don't like complexity and heavy wine or too complex or too. I want a wine that you like to drink. I want a wine which tastes like a wine. I don't care about strawberries and blueberries and green berries and purple berries. I don't care about that. It's not a fruit salad what you're making. We're making wine and it should taste like wine. And I don't want a wine. That's my style. Everybody can do whenever they want. But my style, for example, I use the barrels, I use oak in the back, not to give an oaky touch, but I want that the wine can breathe through the barrels. That's what I'm looking for. That's why mostly I use neutral barrels, or then I have a control of the wine. And the wine should taste like grapes, should taste fruity, should taste the terroir from Eastern Washington. I should be able, or anybody should be able to say, that's a wine from Red Mountains, that's a wine from Walluk Slope, that's a wine from the Yakima Valley. Every single region has its own character. Well, that's very passionate and very interesting in the wine tasting, or it's to discover these everything. That's why we are here, to teach you, to help the people, to talk with the people. We have a beautiful crew in tasting room with who I talk all the times, and they give that to you, they bring you all this information, and they give you the lust of drinking wine.
But we have 2 wines that we like to single out a couple wines so we can talk about them. So we have, you were saying that you wanted to talk about the Riesling.
So I choose in white, of course, the Riesling, like I told you before. I have always to push this one in first. That's a love story between Riesling, between me. You have to know that I'm born in the winery, Mittlem Crush, and I am in the cellar. Can I tell the story?
Yes, you can tell the story. It's a good story.
In the past, the grandfather was always the boss in the family. And my mom was pregnant, and my grandfather is born October 22nd. On October 21st, he sent my mom to the vineyard for picking.
It was a little harder in those days.
It was it was normal.
Yeah.
And on October 21st afternoon, he told my mom, they had no doctor, nothing. He told my mom, you have to go back because my boy is coming, the grandfather. My boy is ready. Don't know how he knew that, but he knew it. And he put my mom on the wagon and bring the mom back home. to the winery. On the next day, October 22nd, the same day like my grandfather, I'm born.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a beautiful story.
It is.
Beautiful
It
family
is.
story.
Yes.
But then, of course, I grew up in Riesling.
Yeah.
Started working in the winery at 3 years old. The first job was to go in the cask and brushing the tanks inside, because when you are 3 years old, you are little and you go very easy in the cask. But it was nice, yeah.
Yeah. Awesome.
So then I choose this Riesling, and when I'm here, I'm not making Alsatian style wine because we are in Washington. I always push Washington in #1 position. And so I make a Riesling with soil that we have here. It's a vineyard from Dubrul Vineyard in Yakima Valley, a rocky soil, 25 years old vines. When I make this Riesling, a very low yield, on a Riesling which is completely dry. It's give you, on this age, 2013, you can notice when you taste this wine, it brings you some minerality because of the rocky soil. It brings you some fruit. It brings you some white flowers. It brings you some apricot taste, some pineapple, exotic fruit. I use this word to describe. Don't look for pineapple inside. It's just a direction. It's just to give a picture from wine how it tastes. But the most important is Riesling. It's very dry. It's pretty. Have a nice acidity. You know, Thanksgiving it's soon. You put that with a turkey. It's refreshing. The flavors is just matching. It's beautiful wine.
It's very clean and very fresh tasting.
It's very clean and
I can easily
fresh.
see that
Yes.
with turkey. Yes. So our second wine here you have chosen is the.
La Bière Rouge means it's LBR. La Bière Rouge. It's in French. Life in red. You remember the song La Bière Rose, Edith Piaf? Well, that's La Bière Rouge. It's because it's a French name. It's because of me, and that's a blend. That's a blend which is dominated with Cabernet Franc, Merlot, Malbec, and a little bit Cabernet Sauvignon.
It's one of those wines that kind of warms you up inside.
Yes,
it's beautiful.
You know, I'm always looking a wine. I don't want to impress you with my wine. I want that the wine please you.
Yeah, definitely.
When you drink a sip of wine, you should say, "Oh, so good." When you empty the glass, then when the glass is empty, you ask for a second glass. Or then it's the wine successful.
Yeah.
Then you like the wine. That's all what I'm looking for. When in a simple way, but it has to be clean and clear and easy to understand and easy to drink.
Yes.
That's a good wine.
Yes, and I think we're all enjoying the wine tonight. And
Yes.
And so is there anything else you want to let the ladies know about? I believe some of the wines have won some awards lately.
You know, we did very well this year. Award, accolade on prizes, on review. Since January 1st this year, I guess we are very close to 50
Oh, wow.
different awards. That's
That is-
right, ladies. 50 awards, and that's for 1 month ago it was on 43, and we should be on 50 right now.
Wow.
That's make me very happy. It's an award for the work that everybody is doing. It's make you know, it's end of the years when you see that, you can say, okay, I'm right, because you have to know it's a work. I am still under pressure. Even it seems easy, and we are here, and we talk, and we smile. But imagine, we release a new wine. We have a release party. You have 200 people coming in.
Mm-hmm.
And I have the same knock in my stomach. I said, what's it? The 200 people said, oh, I don't like this wine. It can happen. It's never happened.
Yeah, yeah. Not going to win.
But I'm always shy and anxious and thinking on that.
Yeah.
And I'm glad I'm thinking in this way. So long as I'm thinking this way, I am passionate.
Yes, yes.
The day I don't care anymore, I should have to stop.
Yes, and your passion definitely comes through in the wine, and it is fabulous. And I really appreciate you coming and talking with all of our ladies here at Fave Lifestyles. And ladies, feel free to ask me any questions once we're done filming here. And John Claude, thank you so much for joining us at Fave Lifestyles.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you,
and
ladies.
Thank you.